So just on my way down to training, quite similar to the previous video, but I'm going to be by myself on this one. Sorry about the camera angle, I couldn't get it to in a decent position, so it's going to have to do. Topic of this video is going to be specialisation versus diversification. I'll just explain both what they are first. Specialisation is basically keeping an athlete, or it's mainly in children, in the same sport throughout the whole playing career, all the way up to the youth playing days at past 18. In my personal opinion is, I think we are specialising kids too early, and I don't think we should be. I think diversification, which is letting kids play in multiple sports, is so much more beneficial for younger children, especially wanting to get to that elite category when they're in the 18. I think it is definitely more beneficial. So I do see why specialisation is used. For example, it gives the players when they're older that defined knowledge that they've played that sport the whole life. They know what to do. They've got a more advanced knowledge of the sport. It allows just to keep it relatable to the player, keep it in his head, and then, like I said, you get more advanced just in that one sport, master that sport, which is quite interesting, because I could link that to Erikson's theory of the 10,000 hours, which is also featured in Bishop's book, which is basically, he says, to become world class at any sport, you have to do around 10,000 hours, which I don't see how that's possible. I understand what it means, but I don't see why that rule he thinks is beneficial, and why he thinks that's the way forward. Because doing 10,000 hours in sport is a ridiculous amount. Another thing on that 10,000 hours. Actually, it's more the cons to specialisation after the pros. Is a big thing in kids football is romance of the sport they're playing. That's what gets them into the sport in the first place. That's what makes them want to play. And I think specialising too early in the 10,000 hour rule sort of takes the romance away. It sort of makes them not want to play that sport anymore, because of how much has been drilled into them, how much they've done it. It could get tedious and boring, and therefore they won't be motivated to play that sport anymore. Also, on the diversification, just a little example really. Everybody knows Rio Ferdinand. I think he's had around 80 to 90 caps for England, regarded as one of the best centre-backs to ever play. He was growing up doing athletics, tennis, multiple sports that include hand racket, so hand sports, and one that is quite surprising is ballet. He did ballet until he was about 18, and then he had to choose football. He did an interview actually with Express, I think it was in 2009, I'm not sure, but he said that someone just randomly came up to him one day and said, do you want to do a scholarship in ballet? And he thought to himself, why not? Which I think is quite incredible for someone who comes from a footballing background to just go and do ballet like that. But you look at the pros of that, the amount of like hand-eye coordination, the ABCs, fundamental movement skills that go into ballet, how we can take that and transfer them skills into football. It's just the way forward. I could give loads of examples. Roger Federer is another one. He played loads of different sports growing up. Alex Morgan, the striker for the USA, said she played basketball pretty much all her life. On the other side to that, there are players who have just specialised early from a young age and have become professional football players, and some of the best in the world. For example, Wayne Rooney. Rooney's just played football all his life, born in Merseyside. He's come from a footballing background where football is literally the only sport that is deemed popular in that area. But if you look at it, you've got players like Serena Williams. She's only really played one sport all her life. Tiger Woods started when he was 3-year-old, completed an 18-hole in 91 shots when he was 8 years old, and it sort of pushes these elite athletes who are the best in the world at their trade to something called burnout. Burnout is basically when your muscles, in certain sports you use the same muscles over and over. So let's use football for example. If you did football all your life, you're constantly using the same